Okay, my little chickadees, we're going to be doing your readings, astrology, numerology, and tarot from December 8th through the 14th. You want to stay tuned for all of these. You definitely want to hit like, share, subscribe. Comments and utterances of discontent will be met with love and humor. This is completely free, but if you go right down below and you check out those links, and you definitely subscribe because that's going to help me out. But if you do that, we can get on a live phone call and I can do all of your numbers for you. This is just your general for your sun sign. Some people, watch these and they take them as gospel. They're just for your sun sign, but you have a rising sign, a moon sign, a Mars sign, a Venus, all that good stuff. And you have personal numerology. So let's hook up. Please, please, please. I love talking to you. Even just text me down that phone number and say, hey, but let's see. And I'm going to give an emoji. We're going to start doing an emoji at the end of the video. If you make it all the way through the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what emoji to pop down below because 99% of you are not subscribed. So let's start with Aries. We're going to go zodiacal from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to Cancer. And there is a lovely person who has been doing the timestamps. And if somebody can do them, if that person can do them, whoever gets to it first, you get a free yes, no text message question with me. So let's get into it. Aries, your week from the 8th through the 14th. And if I'm extra pink, I just got out of the shower. So I'm looking at my hands and I'm like, ooh, they're very pink. I just got cooked like a lobster. Okay, Aries, time to grow up. Time to grow up. Something was not working for you. You were kind of waiting in limbo. You might have been waiting to hear from somebody, or you might have been waiting for somebody to get back to you. You might have been waiting on information. That's going to be earlier in the week. And then you're going to go, this isn't working. This waiting isn't working. And you kind of sit there and go, wow, I really need to grow up about something. Aries, I love you to death, but you are the baby of the Zodiac. That's why you're the first one. You are a warrior. You are a soldier, but you are the youngest. Okay. So there is like a growing up that is going to happen. You're kind of going to get out of your own way and realize stuff you've been doing has not been working. Definitely. And this continues in through the weekend. You really start to go, you know what? I was not doing that correctly. It could be something about love. It could be something about money. It could be something about this job, whatever it is. But you sit there and you go, how I've been doing things is not working. I really need to start doing, maybe take some accountability, maybe not be so in my head thinking about stuff. But there is something where you grow up toward the end of the week. And I don't mean that you're immature. I don't mean that. We all have learning periods. You're going to have a big one this week. Yeah, 12th house. Excuse me, 12th house in Pisces with Venus. So yeah, this is Venus's love or money. So this is definitely going to be something that has to do with love or money, probably love, where you're going to go, something is not working. Pisces is all being in your fields, and we do have that grand water trine, which Pisces is part of. Something in your love life is not working. It doesn't mean you're going to have a breakup. It could be you realizing, hey, I'm not acting the way I should be in love. I'm not showing up in a way that's getting me the love I want. That could be what it is. But you really do grow up at the end of the week. You really do have a break. I shouldn't say grow up. That sounds mean. You have a breakthrough. You have a breakthrough at the end of the week. Let's see where your numerology for the week, Aries. Let's check this out. Journey. You might actually go to see this person. I really think you're going to have a big breakthrough. I think you're really going to go, I should have done this and this and this better, because this is a 2. So this reading is leaning more toward love, relationships. You might even just get in the car and go see that person. You might go show up at the door and go, hey, I should have done this better. I'm sorry. And that'd be a big thing. That would be a big growing thing. That would be a big learning, passage for you. And I think it's coming this week. Last week was a lot of weird stuff in the astrologer, in the Zodiac. And this week is kind of like doing the actions of the weird feelings we had last week. Okay, let's go right into Taurus. Let's see what's going on. First Earth sign today from the 8th through the 14th. Don't forget, 14th is Hanukkah, so I will not be available. So if you need something, you need a reading, you need a spell, you need anything, you get to me. Text that phone number down below, 484-634-0435. And that's the quickest way to get a hold of me. Taurus, everything is coming up roses for you this week. I hate you. God, everything is just so perfect. You're going to have a little bit of bump in the beginning of the week. You're going to, again, be a little bit emotional, kind of think about stuff, go, I should have done X instead of Y. But that goes really quickly. By the middle of the week, you're like, love, money, offers, work, so Venus. So you're just everything Venus for you. A lot of work, a lot of stuff going on. You're really hauling it together with offers, love, money. Now, by the weekend, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But, you know, you're a Taurus. You got it. You got it like that. You don't spend it unless you have it. Okay, let's see what's going on for your, yeah, sixth house, which is your house of service. It can be your house of health. Just know that. But it's really like job, service, like what you do. It's not, so 10th house is title. Second house is money. Sixth house is like the actions you take. So like 10th house would be waiter. Sixth house would be I bring food to table. Second house would be I make this much money. So you think of it like that. So the sixth house is service. It can also be health. So just be aware that could have to do, you might want to keep an eye on your health because you do have Uranus here. Something unexpected is going to happen, but you do have it in Cancer. And like I said, we're having that water trine. So I think it's going to be something good no matter what it is. But do keep an eye on your health this week. If you are having some kind of health procedure, you know, it should go fine. Just know that. I know somebody who is a Taurus who's having a tooth out on Tuesday. So, you know, it should go fine. Everything should be fine, but just, you know, keep an eye on that. Expect the unexpected, both good and bad. So that means somebody could be running late. That means you could get a flat tire. That means you could win a door prize when you walk in the door and get $1,000. Man holding a coin, Taurus. There could not be more of a Taurus card than that. You do have a 4 and a 3 here. That's a 7. So you are going to get some knowledge information this week. But I think what most you're going to get this week is you're going to get some of that pre-Christmas money. So we do love that. Let's go right into Gemini. Gemini, what's going on for you for the 8th through the 14th of December? La, 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 la. Okay, peacefulness. A lot of peacefulness. You need that. Good God, you need that. So you might get some bad news on Monday. Don't freak out because by the middle of the week, you're going to get, that roadblock is going to be removed. And I actually think there's going to be a lot of peace. There's going to be a lot of harmony. Things that were unfair are going to get turned in your favor. This could be legal. This could be work. This could be somebody in your love life that's lying to you. Okay. So just know, keep it chill. Keep it chill in the beginning of the week because toward the middle and the end of the week, things are just going to start naturally rolling in your favor. And by that end of the week, by that weekend, you're going to learn the truth about something. Don't forget Neptune is turning direct on the 10th. And that means we're going to be learning the truth about a lot of shit, okay? Just so you know. 7th house, yeah, this does have to do with love life and Mercury. So this is communication and love life with Gemini, which is what you are anyway. There's going to be some communication, some truth coming forward in your love life. But I think it's going to be good. I think you kind of knew it anyway. I don't think it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to send you into a spiral, nothing like that, but something to think about. You just want to be kind of just, and when it happens, pretend like you didn't listen to this fabulous reading. Pretend like you didn't know it was coming. Just be like, oh my goodness, really? But you knew all along. Gate and garden, which means you have your choice. This is very Gemini. You can stay in the garden, which is beautiful, or you can go outside the gate and there's wildlands. So either way, you're in beautiful nature, but you get to pick and choose. So I would keep your gate closed because, like I said, you're going to have this information ahead of time because you listen to MomaDelia. Don't forget, get a reading with me because anything that is bugging you, I can help you form a path. And I do have insanely accurate timelines also. Sometimes down to the exact day. Okay. So you want to get a reading with me because we can make a plan. We can make a plan of attack. Then you know things ahead of time. You don't have to wonder, worry, or be anxious. Let's go right into Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? Oh no, sadness, sadsies. I think, okay. A lot of Cancers I know are having some transits right now that are difficult. They're having Earth transits. Okay. And if you're a water sign, having an Earth transit feels like you're dying. Okay. It's like very difficult. So we do have 9 of Swords in the beginning of the week, which is going to be definitely like a heavier vibe. It's going to, could be crying, could just be feeling schmoopy, could be feeling like, oh my God, this is so much. But in the middle of the week, you start to kind of come out of it and you start to go, okay, I'm going to put my big girl panties on or big boy panties on or big neutral panties on. And I'm just going to like suck it up and deal with it. Suck it up, buttercup, kind of in the middle of the week. Then there is a trip. The trip could be internal. The trip could go, this is where I need to learn and grow, or it could be an actual physical trip. You can have a friend that's like, hey, let's go thrift storing like 3 towns over. It's going to be a trip where you're going to get out of your own head, out of your emotions, which is exactly what you need to do. So by the end of the week, you're feeling much more freed up. And this weekend, please don't make any plans for this weekend. I think you're really just supposed to just go have fun. You're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to garden. You're not supposed to clean the house. You're supposed to go screw around and have fun. So we got 10th house in Capricorn with Uranus. So this is like with work. I'm going to say, so this is job title, right? Anything with work. It's going to be a hardworking week, but if I could say that, hardworking week, it's going to be a hardworking week, but expect the unexpected. Expect anything that could be good or bad. You might get a whole bunch of new clients. You might get a promotion. Okay. Something crazy is going to happen with work. Just work hard this week. Put your head down. And I'm telling you, by the weekend, just go fuck off. Just go, put some drinks in the car and go drive around and go look at yard sales and thrift stores and pet puppies. And okay, that's what I do. that's just go have fun this weekend. Don't think about work. Don't think about anything. Okay. Let's see what your numerology is for. 17. Action. Boom, 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 boom. I'm telling you, things are going to move forward. And especially this weekend, you have an 8 here. That's a money number. So there's something with career and money going on that's going to be moving forward for you. I think by this weekend, you just need to blow off steam. You just need to chill out and blow off steam. Let's go up to Leo. Leo, fire sign. Second fire sign of the reading. For December 8th through the 14th. Ooh, lots of money, lots of work. Oh, you're having a good week this week, Leo. I think you had a bad week last week, so this is good. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be feeling yourself on Monday. You're gonna be like, ooh, I'm that bitch. Ooh, everything's working. Everything I wanted. Work is gonna be coming in. So either you're gonna be doing a lot of work or you're gonna have a lot of work come in. So either way, you're gonna be busy and you're gonna be feeling yourself and you're gonna go, I'm so cute. Like Wednesday, Thursday, again, feeling yourself, thinking you're so cute. I mean, that vibe is like pretty much most of the week. We get into the end of the week. This is where things get a little weird. You might kind of have a little hangover, not of alcohol, but of feeling cute. You might be like, I felt myself a little too much. That sounds dirty. You know what I meant. You're going to be like, I was kind of into myself a little too much. I cuted too hard. So you might have a little bit of that. And then in the weekend, it looks like you're going to be spending time with family, but you're going to be spending money with family. So that is fabulous. Let's see your astrology. Yeah, 11th house, other people, Capricorn in Sun. You're going to be having a really good time. If you have like a meeting, if you have like a PTA thing, if you have a family get together, if you have like a workout group you belong to, there's going to be some kind of lots of other people. This is saying family, can be family, could be your chosen family, but it's almost like you're going to be running the show. Like if it's like a scouts meeting, like you're going to be like running it, you're going to be in charge of it. If it's like a workout thing, you're going to be the one getting everybody to sign up. It's going to be something your star power is going to be turned on and you're going to be the leader of the group, but you're going to be like charged up and ready to do it. It's the sun is very much on you, Leo. It's very much your vibe. Let's see your numerology. Let's see. Yeah, 6th chakra. You're like all knowing. You're like, oh, all knowing being. So that's coming right out of your forehead. You're like on it. Intuitive, get it together, you're going to be that bitch. So it is your week, Leo. Enjoy. Virgo, I always get scared of these because I'm a Virgo. Deep breath, all of us. Don't forget to call me and get a personalized reading. Oh my God, down below, 484-634-0435. You want to get a personalized reading with me, text me directly and I'll text you a link or just say, hey, I want a reading. Don't forget to hang into the end, Virgo. We're going to do the emoji. To see if you hung into the end. Virgo, Monday, not so great. Tuesday, way better. Oh no, Wednesday, we get the devil. Oh no. Let's see what the devil's all about. I might pull extra cards because we're Virgos. Shh, just, it's a little perk. Okay, Monday, we're not feeling ourselves. Monday, we might be feeling anxious, confused. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Who's this? What's that? I don't know what to wear. And then Tuesday, very lovey. Tuesday, good partnership. Could be money partnership, could be love partnership. Middle of the week, the devil. Now, the devil means sex, drugs, rock and roll. But the devil can mean distraction. The devil could mean the devil comes back. This could be like an ex comes back or somebody comes back in to distract you and be like, woo. It doesn't mean necessarily something bad's going to happen. It's more about distraction. Watch your distractions. Definitely watch. Speaking of distractions, this light is driving me absolutely nuts. Oh, I turned off the wrong one. Hold on. This light is like bopping. It's going boop, boop, boop. Okay. I hope there's still enough light. I think there is. So, there's definitely going to be distraction. Do not give in to distractions. Somebody is being a distraction, okay? Don't distract yourself either. Get off the TikTok unless you're watching my videos. End of the week, you make a decision. End of the week, you were kind of waffling between two things, 2 jobs, 2 people, 2 relationships, chips or apples, whatever it is. You're going between 2 things. You're going to knock that off. And you're going to be manifesting something huge at the end of the week. You're either going to start manifesting it or a manifestation is finally going to come in. Ooh, this fell off. Okay, let's see. 6th house in Aries with a little bit of Neptune, and we got that Neptune going on. So Virgo actually rules 6th house, but 6th house is service. It's health and it's service to others. Remember we talked about that back with Aries, or was it Taurus? Whatever it was back there. Now, Aries is saying action, do things. But this Neptune is warning you. Neptune is the god of the underworld, but he's also the god of water. So it's something you have to worry about. There's emotions underneath. There's emotions deep down. Okay? And it's also, Neptunian stuff is very like being in a movie. It's like cloudy. It's like, fantasy. It's not clear. Okay, so just know in your service to other people, your actions may be cloudy. And what do I mean by that? You don't know which way to go. The devil shows up and you're like, ooh, is that the love of my life or is that Satan? I don't know. It's going to be kind of that dream-like weird thing. My suggestion, it would be go have fun this week, but don't make any decisions. Don't decide on a relationship. Don't decide to end a relationship. Don't sign a contract. Don't not sign a contract. I would just kind of like go with it and realize you're in a movie this week. That's what I would do, Virgo. But it looks like it's going to end pretty good because the manifestation is going to come out of it. Your numerology is, man holding a heart on top of the devil. Oh, the devil couldn't get to us, so he gave it to us in Brendan Fraser, okay? Somebody's going to come and just be so delicious and so tempting. So here's my advice. Being an old hoe, my advice would be go have fun, but just don't make any commitments. That's what I would do. That's just me, because you got a 9 here. Whenever we have a 9, like people born on 9s, you're born on a 9, you're born on an 18, you're born on a 27. Those people tend to have issues in relationships because they go for the hottest person, even if they're not the best person. 9s are ruled by lust. 9s are ruled by looks first. Looks first over substance. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. This devil is just showing up and he's just so freaking cute. Could be he, could be she, could be gender neutral. I don't care. Okay. But it's somebody's showing up and kind of going to ruffle your feathers and get you a little distracted. Virgo, don't do that. Let's go right into Libra. Libra. So we're more than halfway there. Let's see, Libra, you're going to go right down below and you are totally going to get a personalized reading. I know you are. Okay, let's see. Knight of Swords in reverse says somebody comes back. This could be a business contact comes back, a friend comes back, something comes back that you thought was lost. Money is going to be very good midweek. Now, end of the week, you're going to be like, wait a minute, is this for real? I'm not sure. You're going to be feeling kind of like on shifting sand. End of the week, yeah, more money comes in. End of the week, you got 3 of coins, so more money comes in. And then your weekend, you're spending money like a crazy bitch. So that is good for you. You're going to be partying. You're going to be having fun. If you have an outfit in mind for Christmas, you're going to buy that this weekend. I'm telling you, fourth house in Taurus with Uranus. You know what? We've had a lot of Uranus. Let me do this again. Tell me about Libra. Okay, second house, money. That makes more sense. Money in Pisces with a little bit of Neptune. We got the Neptune again. So second house is going to be your money house. You're going to be making emotional decisions about money. Try not to. Money and emotions never, ever, ever go together. It's never a good combo. But you do, that the Neptunian is like being like, ooh, imagine like, the first couple puffs of weed and you're just like, you're not stoned, but you're kind of like, everything's great. That's kind of Neptune where things aren't real. You're feeling like in a movie, and Pisces can kind of be like that too. So second house, be a little bit careful. If somebody comes to you, because you have these people coming to you with money, you have a third party coming to you with a contract or with some kind of offer, just be careful. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm just saying be careful. Maybe have a friend look over it. Maybe have a lawyer look over it. Maybe run it past friends that you really trust. Not your dumbass friends, okay? But the ones that are actually successful, okay? Don't ask your stupid friends questions that are life-changing. Please. Stupid friends are for having fun with. I'm totally down. But do not ask the ones that lives are totally messed up what you should do. Go find the successful friends and say, hey, somebody offered me this. What should I do? And you do have a 28 here, which literally is the number of money. It is literally like numerology money number. So, and you do have victory. I think you're actually going to have a super good week. Just be a little careful because you have that tendency to be a bit emotional with money. Let's go right into Scorpio. Uh-oh. Somebody does not come back. Oh no, Scorpio. Okay. Middle of the week gets better. All right. You got so much stuff going on, Scorpio. You got a crazy week. Woo! Beginning of the week is going to feel like shit to you. I'm just going to be dead honest. I'm not even going to mince words. I'm not going to be like, blah, blah, blah. Not going to be woo-woo. Beginning of the week is going to feel like shit. Beginning of the week is going to feel like things are taken away from you. Money is taken away from you. Relationships are taken away from you. You're just going to feel like so fucking weird. Now, middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to have big mood swings. Imagine PMS on times 10, okay? It's going to be like, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel sad. You're going to be like, everything's great. You're going to feel like, I'm a loser. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Don't forget, we're moving out of Scorpio season into Sagittarius season. And we're about to move out of Sagittarius season into Capricorn season. There's a lot. We just had that big full moon in Scorpio. There's still some after effects of that. So end of the week, you're going to have it all together. Please know that. Basically, if I say something to you, Scorpio, be ride the freaking roller coaster this week and just don't let go of the handlebars. That's all you gotta do. It's going to be an up and down week. Third house, yeah, cousins, siblings, close friends. But you have this in Virgo, so that's going to be like communication. It's going to be trying to get your shit together. You're going to be constantly trying to organize. And you have that in Pluto. Pluto is, again, god of the... I said Neptune before it was god of the underworld. No, Neptune's god of water. Pluto's god of the underworld. It's things, forces unseen. It's stuff that's like beyond the veil. It's stuff that you're going to be like, I didn't even know this was happening. You're going to feel very shifting sand this week. But the end of the week, you're going to get it all figured out. Kind of just go with it. Because you're a Scorpio. You're a dark sign. You are not to be fucked with. So it's almost like you're equally matched with whatever forces are coming to you this week. Don't be scared. Have no fear. That would be my thing. Yeah, caring connections, you do have good people around you, so that is the good thing, but I don't think relationships are going to be your main focus this week. I think it's just going to be trying to feel normal and get your shit together. That's all. You're going to feel this week like you don't have your shit together, but you actually do. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on with you. Money, decisions. Okay, so you move forward in something this week. There's something this week you have been kind of holding back. You've been a little like, I don't want to say lazy because that's not it, but you've just been like not participating. You've been like, life has been scary and you've been like, I can't participate. I got to take a step back. I don't know what to do. I just got to like not do this for a little bit. Okay. Totally understandable. This week you're like, you know what? I'm getting back in the game. I'm ready player one. I'm getting in. Now, Tuesday, there's going to be a money situation. Either a money thing you have not taken care of or a money comes to you. It's going to be about you managing your money. I think it's going to be a good thing. I don't think it's going to be a bill. I think it's going to be more like you haven't been taking care of stuff. Excuse me. And now you do have to take care of it. That's totally fine. No biggie. Now we get to the middle of the week. Again, you're deciding to be grown up. You're deciding to make big kid decisions. It is your time of the year, Sagittarius. It is your birthday time. It is all about that. So you're like, you know what? This year is going to be different. And it actually is. I actually do see it being different. Also, this weekend, I think you get invited to something. Sorry, my puppy's coughing. You get invited to something or you have some kind of trip. If you get invited, go, because it does say that this weekend travel is definitely on the books. But yeah, it's a time to just move up, move forward, move on and be proud about it. You got second house. Oh, here. It was second house. I swear to God, my nails are too freaking long. Second house in Leo with Jupiter. That is just expansive. That is you finally looking at your finances and going, this is what I got to do. I think you've been putting this off. I really do. I think you've been putting off. You've not been doing it. You've been like, I can't do it. I got too much stress right now. Whatever story you tell yourself. But Sagittarius, you have Leo here, which that fire sign is going to help you because you're a fire sign also. Okay. And Jupiter is your ruler. This is in the second house. If you do not take care of your money questions, I'm not even going to say money problems. But if you do not take care of your money questions now, nobody can help you. Okay. You have every open door. You have everybody willing to help you. You have the universe lining up to make this happen. Do it this week. Get it done for the end of the year. What do you have here? Broken heart. I don't think you have a broken heart. I really don't. I think maybe there's going to be some frustration and some fear over dealing with the money thing. I think that's about it. Yeah. Thinking man. I think you're just going to be too stuck in your head about shit. That's it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just handle it. Just handle it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like I had a credit card I had to pay off and I was freaking out about the total. And I was like, okay, fine. So I called today and it was like literally $110. And I was like, ow. Like I had been freaking out for no reason. Okay. And there you go. So it's going to be something like that. You're going to be worried about a money situation and it ain't shit once you get to deal with it. You have to do it this week though. Stop putting it off. Capricorn, lovey-dovey. Oh, so lovey-lovey. Let's see. Oh, you're all loved up. Okay. There's going to be a person that leaves your life or there's going to be a situation that leaves your life early in the week. Could be a person. If you got a third person, they're going to be leaving. I'm just going to tell you that. Or if you have a worry, a doubt, a fear, they're going to be leaving. Now we get into middle of the week. You start to get a little more forceful. You're going to have, I want to say love life issues, but you're going to have love life stuff that you do have to work on. You are going to prevail in it. It is going to be good. End of the week, you're going to be very low key. You're going to feel like, okay, I did it. I conquered it. As a Capricorn, of course you did. Of course you did. You worked hard and you figured it out. No shit, Capricorn. End of the week is going to be a lot better. But there, like, don't forget that love life issue it's been running around for quite a while. It doesn't really settle, but you're going to kind of get a handle on it this week. End of the week, you're going to feel very accomplished. And then this weekend, it looks like you have some kind of plans. You have some kind of plans, or you want to do something with your loved ones, something like that. I'm going to shuffle this because it came up money again. So sometimes I swear to God, these dice are just weighted. Yeah, 7th house, shocker. 7th house in Saturn, which is literally you getting your love life together. You taking your love life, spanking it on the ass and going, this is what we're going to do. We're doing it my way. And you do have Taurus, which is definitely making things, it's Venus ruled, but it's also making things very stable. So it looks like your love life does stable out this week. If you've had a weird rocky road, do you know that? If you are a single Capricorn, I would go out. I would go out and flirt my ass off this weekend. That's just me. Or this week. Go to Costco, bump into somebody. Let's see your numerology. All tied up. Hi, girl. I don't know how much glare is on this, but if you can see the card, it's like it's a little manic pixie dream girl who's like all into BDSM. So like we're just going to let that lay there. So yeah, I think you're definitely going to have a good love life this week because you do have the 5, which is the 2 and the 3. It's other people. It's also chaos and balance, but 5 always goes down to sexy times. So it looks like you're having a good time. Aquarius. Let's see, money coming in. Okay, you're starting to, okay, beginning of the week, you got a mixed week. Okay, beginning of the week, you are feeling yourself. You're like, I've been patient. I'm now going to make a move. Okay, middle of the week, you're going to question yourself. You're going to question yourself big time. This making a move, making a decision is very, very, very difficult for you. You're going to be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. Blah, 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 blah. You're just going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to question yourself. You're going to second guess yourself. By the end of the week, you're going to be feeling pretty good. You're going to be feeling good. And you're also going to feel like you're ready to move on with something. If you just had a breakup, a divorce, if you just are like, I need to change my life, this is the weekend you're going to sit and think about it and plan it out. Let's see. Yeah, 8th house, other people. Other people's money, other people's resources. This can also be illegal, okay? So this is big stuff going on around you. This is contracts. So there's going to be something you're pushing forward for. Are you pushing forward for a promotion? I think you are. But you do have this in Saturn and you have it in Aries. You're going to be very pushy this week, Aquarius. Very pushy. Things pushing forward. If there is a project you have been waiting to get off the ground, if you have been wanting to get a new roof, or you've been wanting to put a new deck on the house or something like that, you've been wanting to get all the trees cut down, you've been wanting to get the front repaved, you've been wanting to get a new car, this is the week, Aquarius, that you like those stuff that you talk about, you should actually put into motion. That would be fantastic. Yeah, walking away, you're just done. You're just done with so much stuff. You might even be thinking about moving. You might even be thinking about moving forward or moving homes, moving apartments. You're just like, nothing worked out the way you thought this year. Nothing worked out the way you thought. So, and you do have to be careful because the Aquarius sign is going to, in the Chinese Zodiac, not have a great year next year. So this is your time if you want to make a big change. I would do it. I definitely would do it. And this is the week to make those decisions before the end of the year. Pisces, our last of the Zodiac. Let's see what's going on with you. And then if you've hung in this whole entire time, you watched all these beautiful readings with all these beautiful Zodiacs, I'm going to give you the little emoji. We're going to do this as a new thing. If you've stayed to the end, I'll give you the emoji. You put it down at the bottom. And we're going to be in the emoji club, okay? Pisces. So something comes back. There's a project you've been working on. Could even be a person that you thought, oh no, it's done and over with. Something comes back. Something needs to be finished. Something is not dead, okay? It is the undead. It is the pet cemetery. Now, this could even be somebody that owes you money or you owe money to. This could be like, again, this is the end of the year. This could be paperwork. This could be an old boss. This could be a bonus check, something like that. Something comes back to you, something that should have been handled earlier. We get to the middle of the week, middle end of the week, I'd say Thursday. You're not happy. You're just like, this is not how I thought it was going to go. They're going to be like, no, I don't think you're telling me the truth. I think you're lying to me. I'm not sure. Again, don't forget, we all have that Neptune Saturn. It's very confusing. We get to the very end of the week and you do find a peace. You do find a workaround. So whatever this weird that's going on, okay, don't worry about it because you do find a workaround. This weekend, you're going to be so drained from it though. You're just going to want to lay low. You're just going to lay low and not deal with people. It's going to be a very weird week for you, Pisces. I'm sorry to give you like such a negative read. It's not really negative, but it's just kind of like, nothing major happens this week, but nothing bad happens this week too. You do have 12th house. Yeah, this ending project. You got to end something. And it is with Mars. So it is, and you do have Sagittarius with Mars. So it is going to come with a swiftness. See how many arrows here? All these arrows? That means swift. Okay? Something is going to come back. Again, it's end of the year. It's probably tying up paperwork. It's probably finishing up some stuff, something like that. Finishing up paperwork, making things, signing stuff so you can get your bonus, putting offers in on homes or cars. It's going to be just like annoying. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be annoying, but it's going to happen with the quickness. Okay. Happy family. I mean, that's fantastic. I don't see anything here that says bad love life. I don't see anything here that says bad money. Bad family, nothing like that. I'm going to give you an extra card for your numerology. Yeah, the world. I mean, you're having overall really good cards. It's just going to be tying up those loose ends. It's going to be annoying AF, Pisces. That's about it. If you have made it through all to the end, please do not forget to hit like, share, subscribe, comments, and disconnect, all that stuff I say. Right down below, you definitely want to get a reading with me. I'm going to have videos popping up this week. I did just have a really big sale. I had a 40% off sale. A few people got to take advantage of it, but not everybody. So you definitely want to check where I have stuff posted. I even emailed some people. If you want to get on my email list, let me know. Go down below. If you want to get on my text list, go down below. Okay. Check all that out. But I had a 40% off sale, and only a few people took advantage of that. It was 40+% because the one person got a level 10 spell for 50% off. So, I mean, there were some good sales. So I will be running another one. I'm not going to tell you when, but it's only going to be for like one day. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be like 30, 40, 50% off. So you definitely want to hop on that because that's going to be the last one of the year. That's it. Okay. Check that down below. If you have stayed all the way to the end, give me a purple heart emoji. I love the color, or green. Ooh, green or purple. You pick, or both, whatever. I don't care. I love the color green. I love the color purple. Put that down below. Make sure that you're subscribed on everything. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day on Sunday. I am not going to be available for Hanukkah. Just please know that. I am observing this year. So if you need me, get a hold of me by Saturday. But please don't text me Saturday at 10 o'clock and ask me for something. Because I do have to sleep at some point. But Saturday morning, I will definitely be available. If you need anything, that'll be the last day. And then I will be open next week. I'm just doing Hanukkah the night of, just so you know. So that's about it. I hope you guys are good. Go down below. Definitely get these readings. And I do have the exact timing, astrology, numerology, tarot readings that you want to get on the phone. They are so fantastic. Guys, if you've had them, anybody's listening to this still, write down below how good those readings are. I'll talk to you soon.